Hello, friends and fellow gamers. Welcome back to Casual Craft. Looking at the big dig here. I did a little bit more. Can't really tell, but I did. That's a big hole. It takes a lot. And I'll be working on that throughout. But mainly what we're going to be focusing on today is this section over here. Let me put my suit back on. What we're going to do here is these farms have always been kind of a temporary solution. They got out of hand. I mean, we built it up massively. Sassy Girl Liz did most of the work here, getting all this built up, and they work amazing. I mean, we've got stuff to trade with our villagers like crazy. But I want to build this, and I built it many times. Almost every time I play, I build one of these. And the water's at the top. And you press a lever, the water flushes everything down to the bottom. You collect it in the chests, and then you can take that and you can trade with your villagers. So this is going to be basically a massive supermarket. That's my plan. I may knock out that mountain. I may build it into it so it kind of looks cool. Flatten some more of that out, but this is basically where it's going to be. And if I have to keep coming this way with it, I'll keep coming this way with it. But we're going to have potatoes, carrots, wheat, beets, a section for nether wart, because you can flush that down as well. And I'll do some automatic farms. We do have one down here, and it's not working the greatest, but it is sugarcane, pumpkins, and melons. We'll tie all that in together. That way, we'll have all of our tradable items here. And then I'll have like a villager trading section in here, and that'll be the actual supermarket side of things. And the main entrance will be over there in the front. You'll come in, and it's going to look like a really nice, fancy supermarket. We'll come in. That may or may not be the front door, but we'll come in. You'll have different sections. You'll have your farmers, your librarians, and whatever, what have you. But they'll all be right here, easy trading, and all the resources to trade with them will be right here as well. And I figured that would be nice because we're going to have our other farms in here. Iron Farm, Creeper Farm, Slime Farm, all that stuff. So that'll be kind of nearby as well. But yeah, this is how I built it. We've got a line of hoppers going into chests. And I have it this many because I want to be able to kind of store the items here as well. I don't want to have to cart them off somewhere else. And we're just using pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns for light. And if you notice here, you got a little pumpkin there. And just that little bit showing is enough to get the light that we need. So I don't have to have any lights up above or anything like that. That works. And these are our water sources here. So as soon as I flip the switch, all that water flows down, flushes everything into the bottom. I do have to come back and manually replant, but what are you going to do? And each of these modules, you can see here, I'll show you how we wired this up. We've got a switch going. Switch is here. Triggers this redstone. It comes all the way back here to this little torch tower. Boom, boom, boom. Up to the top. And we have our redstone line coming across. It comes across all of these. And before it runs out of juice, we hit this repeater. And then as I duplicate these modules, all I have to do is just reduplicate that line. And every single module will line up. But I'm going to build 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll have our 4 crops plus the nether wart. And then we'll do our automatic farms on the other side. And I'll show you those in a little bit. Let me get these built and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Did change it up a little bit on this side here because I realized I was just being way too complicated with it. And just shoot it straight down here. That way I can build this up a little bit and make it look somewhat pretty down at the bottom. But anyway, this is the idea for the other automatic farms. This one's going to be all sugarcane. And as you see here, the sugarcane grows up. Once it hits the observer, pistons will break it. And we will have a hopper minecart underneath collecting that. Then we will have one of pumpkins, which is what this is. And just to give you a demonstration of how that works, as the pumpkin grows, this will detect it, and the pistons will break the pumpkin on either side, whatever side it spawns on. And should it spawn over here, we will also have observers on this side to detect that as well. Same thing with the melons. Now what we have going on underneath here is we have a simple rail system leading into some hoppers, going into some chests. And it's got about eight gap, and then had a little shorter on this side because I ran out of space. Now, how I get the minecart under there is pretty simple. Put a little trap door here. Boom. Now I'm underneath. I'll drop the minecart in and give it a little nudge. And off it goes. It'll stay down there forever now. Forever and always. Trapped down below. I'm going to finish getting this all set up, and I'll show you the final result at the end. All right, so we got those automatic farms done, and this side's done as well. I'm going to cover it up and make a nice little roof. It's going to kind of give a modern kind of feel. Let me buzz around here a little bit so you can kind of see I did this backside. And I don't know, I might add a little bit of texture to it, some detail, because that is kind of a flat wall. But that is just the back too, so we're not going to be too worried about it. And I think all this is going to be this height and offset just a little bit, just to give it some character. This thing needs character. It's a big box. So again, the wall is going to come down here, and we're going to go all the way. Hello. I'm going to go all the way out to here with it. That's how big this store is going to be. All the way out to here. And we're going to fill it with aisles of villager trading. And the villagers, we'll break them up into categories like they do in the grocery stores or whatever. We'll have some butchers, but we'll also have a section of librarians as well, because why not? It's going to be an all-inclusive superstore. But for now, I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm going to, of course, cover it up, but I'm going to leave it open. I'm not going to build the outside wall. I'm going to start the outside wall on that side, start filling it in, and we'll see how big we go. Then we'll go from there. Stay tuned for more to come. Massive superstore is coming together. Pretty plain from this side, but all the farms are done, functioning. We've got all these going, which I have emptied once and replanted, and getting over a row each time. These I think we got. Beets and the wheat we got a little less, but the carrots and the potatoes we got a little bit more. So yeah, that's working. that's going to look pretty cool to be in the back of the supermarket, I guess. This is going to be a pathway in the front here, and a wall is going to be right here to kind of separate the two. And out here is our shopping aisles. We'll be able to walk down these aisles here. We'll have different villagers to trade with because we'll have crops there. We can come in here and trade with them. I do have, where is he? There he is. We got our stock boy down here ready to supply any needs that we have. This is how that works. We've got a row here. The zombie is going to go in the middle section here, and on each of these there is a trap door. There's a trap door like that. Anyway, when the lever's here, you can push the lever and the villager pops up. That's where they will normally be. But if we want to get better trades, all we gotta do is drop them down. The stock boy will rough them up a little bit and negotiate better trades for us. And then when we come up here, we'll cure them and everything, and that will be good. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work. I ran out of slime, so I've got to go shopping, and then I will get to work, get cranking on this. I'll show you guys what I got. I'm going to count it out and we'll figure out how much I'm going to need. I don't know if it's going to go all the way down here. I mean, that's a lot. Let's be real. Probably end it here at this wall. And that way, I mean, that's still a massive shopping center. And then this will wall off and look a little different than the rest of the building. I think that'll look kind of cool. Let's get to work on that, and I'll be back to you in just a minute. Well, what'd y'all think about that little time lapse of me getting these stalls all put together? Again, this is going to be where the villagers are going to be, and we can trade with them. Color coded the aisles. I may do a stone down the middle and a different color on one side versus the other to better identify that side of the aisle. Just thought of that as I was finishing up the last one, so oh well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am going to put carpets down, and they're going to cover up the glowstone and make it look pretty. Pretty. I finished this side. That's what it's going to look like. Nothing glorious. We just got pretty much a stone side. A little bit of accent on the corners. Just to get a little players. The back side and the other sides I'm not going to do anything crazy with. It's only going to be the front that's going to get some decoration. This side right here is the only side that I'm going to do some decoration with the front. Still going to be the white concrete with the cyan in the corners with some other stuff sprinkled around. But all the sides, including this side, is just going to be flat wall. I feel like it's going to give it that kind of modern industrial kind of vibe to it. At least that's what I'm going for anyway. And the fun part is going to be putting villagers in all these. I mean, we don't have far to go. They're right here. They're right here. Minecart's coming up out of the villager breeder. I'm sure we won't have any issues getting them in. And in fact, we're going to use a lot of the ones that are already in here and just cart them over as well. All right. Well, I'm going to go sleep. We'll get cracking on this again tomorrow, and I'll show you all what happens next. Kind of looking like a mean operation around here now, isn't it? Look at that. Bam. Need to get more villagers. All right, I was just finishing up here with some of these villagers, getting more added in here, and just got a message from UForce telling me that he left me a surprise in my castle. Let's go see what that is. Check that out. I don't know where the surprise is. But maybe this is it. Let's have a little sneak peek. Okay, that's just the redstone to the sorting system. Nothing suspicious there. How about the backside here? No? Okay, it looks friendly. Okay. Oh, this should help you get by. Awesome. Wouldn't be the first time there was a shulker box involved in an explosion. Awesome. Well, that was great. That was very nice of him to get me all those goodies. Check it out. We are done with our superstore. Now it's it itself is not complete, but most of the outside, I'm gonna do some decorations and stuff. But I am running out of time, and I've got to get this episode done so I can get it out there to you guys. But you'll see more added around later. Some stuff on the outside, decorate up a little bit. But here's our main entrance. Come right in here, and you see we've got all these workers ready to do some trades. I've got pretty much every book that we would need. I did not finish this guy here at the end. He's being a little bit of a pain, but I like I said, I'm running out of time, so I'll deal with him later, and we'll fill in the rest of these as well. This whole row is just farmers, but we'll have some different stuff on the sides here, as well as we color coded the aisles. That way we can identify things a little easier. And we added some sunlight. I also added some sunlight into this area as well. And notice there was a couple spots that didn't want to grow. There's 3 right in front of that block. So I added a light source just on top of those, and that seems to have fixed the issue. Adding the sunlight might have fixed the issue as well, but oh wow, I did that. And then we were having mobs spawning in here, so I added these lights as well. And that resolved the issue. We may duplicate these farms on that side, just for fun, in case we need more. But I mean, right now it's doing pretty good. It's growing pretty fast. So we have our farms in the back. We have our villagers trading in the front, and we can drop them down and cure them to get better trades. Now, on this server, it doesn't actually give us cheaper books, but it will give us better trades on the paper and the things that we can trade with them, just not the books, unfortunately. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let's do a little flyover here. It's pretty plain on the outside. I mean, it's a superstore. What do you expect? You know, it's not a fancy build. It's work. Let me change up the outside a little bit, just to add some detail. This is our path here to get the villagers over from our villager breeder. Whee! There we go. So all of our villagers are down there, and then we send the cart down to go get them. Easy peasy. And they come right in here at that door. But anyway, again, let me know what y'all think. And we're slowly working on this hole here. We're still making some progress, but oh my gosh, that's a lot of torches. Better too many than not enough, I guess. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for this episode. I'll get that put out as soon as possible. And we're also updating to 1.17, so hopefully we'll be able to get some of those new features in here. Oh, look at that landing. Wow, it's almost like I'm a pro at this. I'm not, though. But thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.